Hi everyone, welcome to week 5 of piano lessons. I hope you're starting to feel a lot more comfortable and confident in your piano skills because you really are making really great progress on your piano journey. So before we get started today, I wanted to talk a little bit about practicing. So just like with any language that you learn, you have to speak it and practice it in order to get fluent in it, right? And you have to do that regularly. And so just like with piano, it's the same thing. You have to practice it regularly. So I would really recommend probably practicing at least twice a week with the video, maybe the first time around, just going through the video with us and making sure you understand all the concepts and playing along with everything. And then the second time around, really honing in on those warm-ups and the songs and just making sure you really can get the songs down. Okay, so I would say, yeah, at least bare minimum twice a week. And if you think about it, it's not really that big of a time commitment. It's probably just, I don't know, maybe an hour a week, which, you know, with these lessons being free, I think the cost of learning a new skill like piano makes it definitely worth it. The second thing I wanted to talk about in regards to practicing is to make sure that you are having quality in your practicing. So what that means is practicing things that you aren't great at, right? The sections that you're struggling with that are hard, make sure you repeat the hard sections in your practice and not just running through the whole piece because, you know, that's not the best use of your time, right? You want to make sure you're not just practicing the things you know, you're also practicing the things that you don't know. So yeah, that's a little bit on practicing. And I know that's a lot of talking. So without further ado, let's head to our pianos. All right, we are going to do our warm-ups. Okay, so we're going to play C, D, E, F, G with our right hand. So make sure you find middle C, which is that white note underneath the two black notes. Your egg underneath, curved fingers, no sticky fingers. You're going to try to follow the beat of the metronome. Okay, I'm going to play C to G 5 times. 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C, C, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C. Third time, C, Good job. So I just want to talk a little bit about if you happen to miss the beat, right? If you're like C, D, F, and you're like over here, and then you're like, oh no, I'm not playing with the beat, right? Just wait for the next one, okay? It's like a bus, and the bus comes every quarter note, okay? So just wait for the next quarter note, and you're like, okay, and G, okay? So that might be a good exercise is to, like, if you fall off the bus and then you're like, okay, find the next beat. So we're going to do the same thing but with our left hand this time, okay? So find middle C with your thumb and you're going to stretch your pinky all the way down to the C below that. So it's that C above the two black notes, okay? So pinky on C, fourth finger on D, third finger on E, second on F, thumb on G, okay? So we're going to go C, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C, 5 times following the metronome, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C, C, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C. Third time, C, D, E, G, F, E, D. Fourth time. E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C. Last time. Good job. Okay, let's review our notes really quickly. So we're going to draw a treble clef on our staff. So if you don't have staff paper, pause the video and go get it. So I'm going to draw a treble clef, and you also draw it on yours. So it should look something like this. Now I want you to draw a whole note C. So remember, C first is on its own ledger line, and a whole note is a big fat circle, right? Okay. Now you're going to draw a half note D. So try to remember where D is, and you're going to draw a half note, okay? So the D should be the space note right above the C, and it should not be filled in. Okay. Now you're going to draw 2 quarter note E's and F's, okay? So draw a quarter note E and then draw a quarter note F. Okay, so they should look something like that. Notice how E is on the bottom line, F is on the bottom space, and the quarter notes show that they're filled in, right? So they are 1 beat each. So last time we learned about C, D, E, and F, right? Now I want you to draw a bass clef. So skip a line, skip a row, and draw a bass clef. So it should look like this, like a little ear with 2 dots. Okay, so now in the bass clef, you are going to draw C and B. And C and B, you are going to draw them as eighth notes. So remember, middle C has its own ledger line, and we're going to have the stems facing down, okay, for the eighth notes. So C and then B. Remember, B is the space note right under C. So it should look like this, okay, with the stems facing down, C and B. So you might remember them as like this from last time, and those are the same notes. They're just whole notes instead of eighth notes, okay? So it's just a reminder of the rhythm, right? So how many beats is an eighth note? Do you remember? They are half a beat, right? So this would be 1 and, right? And half notes are how many beats? Half notes are 2 beats, right? And quarter notes are 1 beat, right? Okay. So let's head to the piano and play a song to review our notes C and B. All right, let's take a look at this song, the Seabees. Do you guys know what Seabees are, or who Seabees are? They are actually part of the Navy, okay? So in this song, the reason why it's called Seabees is because there's a lot of C's and a lot of B's, right? So you see the C right here. The first note is C, right? And then we have B, right? So I want you to pause this video and see how many B's you can find in this song, okay? So go do that. All right, let's see how many there are. There's 1 right here, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So if you got 6, you got it right. Good job. All right, so let's see. Let's see if we can go through all of the notes in the song. So there's only two notes really, right? It's either C or B, right? So this first one is a C, right? And then we have a B, and then we have a what? A C, and then a B. And what's this one? C, B, and this is C, right? And another C. Good. All right, so let's take a look at the rhythm of this first line. Okay, so what rhythm, what note is this one? How many beats is it? It's a whole note, right? And it's 4 beats, right? And what about this one? It's also a whole note, right? It's the same as this. They're just, one is on C and one is on B, right? So this is also a whole note that's 4 beats. What about these? These are quarter notes. That's right. Quarter notes are how many beats? Quarter notes are 1 beat. Okay? And to finish us off, these two are what? They are half notes, and half notes are 2 beats, right? Good. So, taking a look at this row and then this row, I want you to see if you can spot the differences between these 2 rows. So if you want to pause the video, you can also do that. See if you can spot any differences. Okay, so there actually are no differences, right? It's a little bit of a trick question. So this row is the same as that row. Okay, so once you learn how to play all of these notes, then you already know the second line, right? It's a 2-for-1 bargain deal. So let's see if we can finger them. Okay, so which hand are we using? We are using our left hand, right? And so our left hand, to play middle C, we need to use our left thumb, right? So this is going to be with our thumb, like this, right? And then the B will be with our index finger, right? And then the C will be our thumb, index finger, thumb, index finger, thumb, and then thumb, right? Okay, so let's do the second row together. So repeat it one more time with me. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Because it's a whole note. Then your second finger for B. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then C, B, C, B, right? So C, B, C, B. And then the half notes, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay? So let's try that one more time all the way through, fingering it. And so that's one way you can actually practice piano. If you're not by a piano, you can play it on your fingers, okay? And you can try to hear the notes in your head, okay? So let's try fingering this whole song together, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, let's try it on the piano. All right. We are going to play the Seabees together now. Okay, so the first note is in our left hand, right? Because we are in the bass clef. And we are going to start with middle C, which is our thumb in our left hands, right? And the next note will be B, which is with our second finger. Okay, so I'm going to turn on the metronome. Okay, and actually make it a little bit faster. And we are going to play to the metronome. Okay, so 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. I know that wasn't easy, trying to play with the beat the whole time, but that is really good practice. And if you can play the hardest parts of a song at a certain tempo, then you can play the rest of the song in that tempo. Okay, so remember to start out slow. Right now I have the metronome set to 53, so if you have a metronome and you want to practice along, just know that that's the number that we're starting at right now. Okay, so let's do it one more time. Okay, so find middle C again with your thumb, and I'm going to give you 4 beats free. Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. All right, we're going to do it one last time. And this time, I want you to try to sing the notes, okay, the letter note names. And I'll have the metronome going on in the background again, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. C, 2, 3, 4. B, 2, 3, 4. C, B, C, B, C, 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 2, 3, 4. B, 2, 3, 4. C, B, C, B, C, C. Good. Okay, so you hear them saying the word CB, 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 right? And so that's like the name of the song. Okay, so we're going to do that one more time with the letter notes, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. C, 2, 3, 4. B, 2, 3, 4. C, B, C, B, C, 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 2, 3, 4. B, 2, 3, 4. C, B, C, B, C, C. Good. Okay, so I know that wasn't easy, but try your best to stay with the beat. Okay, so give that a practice, and if you need to rewind it and replay some of that, feel free to do so. Congratulations on finishing another week of piano. We have accomplished so much this week. We've learned 2 new notes, C and B in our left hand with the bass clef, and we also learned the new song Seabees, right? The Seabees. So definitely keep practicing those. We also talked about practicing, right? And the frequency of your practicing. Try to practice at least maybe twice a week, and making sure that you have quality practicing, right? Practicing the difficult sections, and also practicing with a metronome, right? Making sure you are staying with the beat and not falling off the beat. So all of those things are important to keep in mind, and you are doing great. Keep up the good work. If you've enjoyed listening and watching these lessons with us, please do subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and like our videos. And I will see you next week. Bye.